Welcome to performance training at bluesharmonica.com. I have one of my advanced students, Richard Gilman. Richard, thanks for coming.
Thanks, Dave.
So Richard's going to help us out here in the process of what it takes to be a great performer on the bandstand. We're going to talk about openings, endings, breaks, and also just how to simply move from one musician to the next on the bandstand when doing a solo. What's important about live performance training is that whether you are leading the band, how you will lead the band in by what you say from the 1, from the 5, from the turnaround, and how to do that very, very clearly is super important. As well as, if you're just on the bandstand jamming, you know what the other musicians are asking for when they say these various directions. So really this is a must know for all musicians who are going to perform on the bandstand, and also for those who are getting ready to perform at the bandstand. This will give you an appreciation of what you're hearing in the music that you're studying right now. So we have an example that we spent some time on writing, and what this example does is it really embodies all the elements that need to happen to play something cliche enough for the band to be able to play along with us, even if we don't tell them exactly how we're starting. So we're going to start with openings. And when it comes to openings, sometimes the band will start by themselves, sometimes we will start with the band, and other times we will start and the band will come in later, right? So what I've written is a 12-measure chorus, one chorus of the 12-bar blues that really embodies the rhythm and the cliche feels of like the 5-4-1 and the turnaround. So let's just take a moment and get you accompanied with it. Richard's already spent some time on it, but we'll go through, I'll play the lick, have you repeat, make sure we're all on the same page. So here's our first lick. Now, there's some techniques in here that if you were newer to the harmonica, you might not know. If you've studied Gary's blues, you're pretty much at the level to be able to play what I'm playing. But I'm going to give you an alternate version as well, so that if you're newer to the harmonica, you don't necessarily have to be able to have the same bending capability that Richard has or his tongue blocking skills, so everybody can participate. So here's our first lick. I'm going to grab the music here. Lick number 1. Go ahead. Good, you can really feel that shuffling rhythm in there. Then it's 3, 4, rest. So there's a little hesitation, so let's try that together. 3, 4, rest. Good, let's go from the beginning together. So this is the first 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. So that rest on the second measure, rest, da 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 da, will probably be the most challenging. I know when we went over it a couple weeks ago, that was the challenging part. Took a little bit of time. So measures 3 and 4 we have the same lick again, and on the third measure we're helping to lead into the 4 chord. That 5 blow octave leans into the 6 blow octave of the 4 chord. So let's go from measure 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. That's it. So that's 6 blow octave, nice strong presentation of the 4 chord. So here's our 4 chord lick. If that's right. Very good. Good. So let's go from the top. Very, very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And I like how you're getting a little more power to that 4 chord. Then we go back into our 1 chord. From the 3 blow. Then we have our pickup into the 5 chord. It's 1, 2, 3. Try that pickup. 1. Good. Now, when we say from the 5, when we're practicing these openings, you could start from that 1 draw. 1 draw, measure 9, 5 chord. If you want to, you can put that pickup in. So if I say from the 5, a lot of times, because there's a pickup leading into that 1 draw, 2 blow, into the 5 chord, we'll include that as well. So let's say from the 5 together. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good. And here's the 5-4-1. Try that from the 5. Very good. Then we get our turnaround lick. Good. So we have our 5-4-1. Sometimes in my books you'll hear that called the 5-4-1 transition because that's a very specific place in the 12-bar blues. Then we have our turnaround, which is a very specific place in the 12-bar blues. That turnaround lick only lives in one spot, measures 11 and 12 in the 12-bar blues progression. The 5-4-1 only lives in one spot, that's measure 9, 10, and 11. Now we can play other material over that, but when we emphasize the chord changes, the 5, the notes of the 5 chord, like the root note of the 5 chord to the root note of the 4 chord, 2-draw root note of the 1 chord, we really send a presentation of where we are within the form, and that's very, very important for our study of performance training. Now there is a pickup at the very end of this line. Let's play that pickup for me. Now that doesn't belong to the turnaround. That is a pickup to the return of the form. It doesn't have to be there. So you could go and go back from the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. Or we can have the pickup. I think it sounds nice, but I don't want that pickup necessarily to, cloud where we are within the form. But let's go ahead and use our pickups at the very end of measure 12 into the repeat from the very beginning. Together on the and of 3. Right there. 1, 2, 3. We'll keep on rolling it. So, repeat after me. And then the beginning. Good. So together on the and of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ah, so that 3 draw. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, if you want to, if you're going to start from the 1, the beginning of the progression, you also can include that pickup, right? Mm-hmm. So, a lot of elements, and truthfully, when it comes to when we're playing together, I mean, this is all new music to you. If there's any little mistakes that come in, don't worry about it. I just wanted to get a template that we can work from, and also I can transcribe and show the other listeners. Now, let's play all the way through. Let's do it together. 1, 2, from the top. That's it, and now the repeat.